Hi, this is DH Dunn, and good evening, everyone. Good evening. I see a lot of pulsing heads. It's good to see you. Hey, Vanderperson, good to see you. Devious is here. Good to see you. Koru is here. Burb is here. Well, it's great to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing well on a Tuesday. Today felt like a Wednesday, basically all day, but it's Tuesday. So I hope everybody's doing good. We are rolling early tonight because I have a launch party to go to. If you see on the bottom left of the screen, there's a launch party tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over at Cursed Dragon Ship Publishing's Twitch page. Why? Because the book came out today, and I am in the book. This would be my first paid sale, so I'm very, very excited about it. So that is Abandoned. It is an anthology of vacant spaces, and basically the push or the challenge we were given was, write a story about a place that's been abandoned and what happens when someone, or in some cases, some things, go into those abandoned spaces. And so there's some heartwarming stories in there, and there's some horror stories, and there's some space stories and fantasy stories and all kinds of crazy stuff in there. Mine is I would say, science fiction horror story, which is a weird genre for me. And yeah, so I got in there out of something like 300 or so entrants, and I'm very proud. Greg is in there as well. And yeah, so I'm hopeful that you might check it out, or at least come by and say hi at the launch party. And that will be in a couple hours, which is why I'm streaming now. So, hey, sweet, good to see you. I am still in FA. Yes, I am. And Burb is here. And good to see you. Oh, wait, I already said hi to you, Burb, but I can say hi to you again. So, when Tuna arrives, I think we will have present time because I have a few presents to open because you guys are nuts and sent me presents. I mean, what is Tuna is here. Okay. All right, well then hang on. Then we're gonna switch here. I tried to set this up ahead of time, and I'll tell you why it didn't work in a second. My brain isn't working. Chat background, change that. Go to, come on, not that one. Not that one. There it is. All right, there we go. And Sweet says, I'm almost ready for the new region. I want to start watching you and others that are streaming it as well again. Soon, my friend, soon. Great, awesome. Boy, that Hobbit Power emote does not play nice with this backdrop at all. Does it? Wow. The on-screen chat is not really readable. Maybe, can I, adjust you somehow? Maybe you're too big. What if we, that maybe makes it, oy. You feel like you need to spam your Christmas emotes. I mean, they'll show up in the chat. I don't know how good they're going to look on the stream. So I got a couple presents in my PO box today, and again, you guys already give me the incredible gift of you. I don't need anything else. But since you did that, let's get the hat on. Now I was going to have first I was going to have Christmas music in the background, right? But that's all copyrighted, so I don't want to get muted. So then I'm like, oh, I'll put jingles, like jingling bells, behind me or going on, and so I got that up on YouTube, and I had it on while I'm setting up. Do you know how annoying jingling bells are if there's no music? It gets real old real fast. So I cut that out, and because it's just dun, 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 dun. It's like someone knocking on your door. It's awful. So hang on one second. Gotta enlarge the headset here. I can't see. All right, that looks ridiculous. That's good. All right. Presumably, you can still hear me. I don't know. Maybe. I used to wear elf slippers that had bells in the curl part. Holy crap, it's even more annoying when they're on your feet. Absolutely. It's super annoying, super fast. So, all right, so let's do this. Okay, so it's Santa done. So first off, I'm going to hold this up to see if you guys can see this. I'm covering the return address so I don't dox her, but that's going to be backwards on screen anyway. Killer Tuna sent me, I'll read this. This is DH Dunn, cloth HQ, and then my address. So rather than just send it to me, DH done cloth HQ, and it's from Killer Tuna 44, cloth Mid-Atlantic branch. It's so good. And she even has zeros in the cloth. It's amazing. It's amazing. For those who don't know, Tuna and I are huge espousers on carrying a large amount of cloth with you at all times. So that's why the stream title is what it is. I've been trying to have all my Forsaken Airfield streams have airplane quotes as the stream titles, or modified airplane quotes. Burb had the idea. That's so funny. This is Coco, by the way, so like, you know, totally in character. So I'm going to open this and see what's inside. I've never done anything like this before. This is crazy, guys. I wish I had like cool, fun music to put on there. Oh, that's Father. May I have the cloth? You and Devious were doing that, and then you posted some of that in the Discord. It was really funny. This hat is hot as hell. It's so hot. Oh my god. I crave the cloth. All right, we're gonna open this up. Okay, and we're gonna open the paper up. Let's see. Dear Mr. Dunn, please enjoy this festive celebration of cloth as thanks for continued service. May all your clothing be of 91% condition or better this holiday season. Sincerely, Killer Tuna 44, Vice President. And this was sent to DH Dunn, President Cloth. And Cloth Mid-Atlantic Division on the stationery. This is amazing. This is absolutely going to go in the front intro roll. Where I have your picture is also in there, Tuna. So now, Tuna, you're going to be in 2 of these now. So this is going to be fantastic. Absolutely, I love it so much. This is great, Tuna. You're the best. I'm so lucky to know you. I've talked about this before, but I was talking to in therapy today about how a year ago there's so many people who make my life better that I don't even know. I didn't even know a year ago. So holy cow, is my life better. Like, you guys are amazing. Tuna, you're amazing. Thank you so much. That's so incredibly kind. All right, so I have this. Now, it doesn't say who it is from. So I'm wondering if someone can identify. There are 2 things in here. So there's this one, which is a soft, squishy one. And then there's this one, which is a small box one. So I want to make sure that I thank the appropriate person. Probably mine, but Dunn, there should be more in there. Uh-oh. Wait, there's more. Should I not open this until more arrives? Did I go to the post office too soon? This is what they had. They had 3 things. They had Tuna's thing, and then they had these 2 things. You have another small thing coming. Do you want me to wait? The package the letter was in. No. My carbon gift this more. No. Okay. No. Open stuff. Okay. So this is look in the box. Okay, look in the box. All right. I can't get freaking thing. Get out of the way. The Clothmas conundrum. I love it. The cloth thing is so great. This is so great. I mean, I want to frame this, but before I frame it, was there something else in the envelope the Tuna sent? Well, there was paper. Oh my goodness. There's something else in the envelope. It's a cloth ornament. This is incredible. It is an ornament of cloth. I'm sorry, I didn't see this. I thought this was packing material. Oh gosh. This is amazing. This is so good. Tuna, no self-deprecating. This is a no self-deprecating channel. You took the time to do all this, so I get to thank you as much as I want. You can't stop me. So this is going to go right here. Presumably that's visible. It is. Right there on stream. The cloth ornament. Now we need... this is so clever and so creative. I can't believe you made me a cloth ornament. That's so funny and so cool. And you should be super proud. Now I need to make 39 more and decorate the entire tree in just cloth ornaments. It's so good. Now, where'd you get the cloth? What did you harvest to get that cloth from? Tuna, it's so great It's so great because you made it, but it's also something that no one else would understand. That's why it's great. Like only we get it. Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks. I'm sorry I interpreted this as packing material. That's so awesome. So awesome. You guys had a group chat to coordinate this? That's amazing. 50-year-old tissue paper, old pillowcase. The old pillowcase is like on point. That's on point. High condition cloth to all, and to all a good night. Oh, you know what? You guys are all 100% conditioned for me. All right, the big one is from all the hobbits. All right, so I will open this box. You guys are amazing. I'm working to not choke up because I'm a little overwhelmed. I choke up too much. You guys are so great. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Guys, it's a very tiny verb. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It looks exactly like your emote, or your channel symbol. It's perfect. It's amazing. That's so good. Verb, that's so wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm going to put that right next to the cloth. Let's see, we need to get this on camera too. It's quite beautiful. There we go. Can we see that too? I don't know that we can see that. Maybe a little higher up. My camera isn't very good, so that's part of the problem. That appears a bit more. There, we can see the wings. So nice. So you guys are so great. So unbelievable. You can't type. You're so happy. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. Verb, that's so kind. All right, now the good one. They were all good ones. Big one, big one. Okay, all right. What is my life? Okay, guys, I have to stop for a second. A year ago, I was mired in an incredible depression that would last for several more months right now. And yeah, I was still streaming, but not that much. And hey, Abby and Whisper and Zoe and Flash and like those guys were helping me just get from one day to the next. But a year later, I'm opening presents on stream from people I didn't even know. Like, I don't deserve this. Like, all right, okay. I'm just gonna open the gift. Thank you, Devious. Yeah, I talked about you in my therapy today, Devious, in a good way. In a good way. There's this kid who keeps spamming heads. No, it's not that way. Thank you, guys. Struggling with this packaging here. Thank you. Yep, no self-deprecating, so I won't do it. And Abby, I'm sorry you weren't here. I don't want you to feel bad that you weren't here, but Abby, you are such a huge, wonderful part of my life too. Zoe, Whisper, Flash, all Greg. In this moment, I will speak well of Greg. Greg has been a great friend for a long time, and I love him a lot. I'm going to see him in like 2 hours. So anybody who's normally here who isn't here, history teacher, whatever, I love all you guys too. And, you guys all mean everything to me. All right. We are opening this. We're pulling this. Oh my god! Oh my god! You guys got me the sweater. You got me the Chris Evans from Knives Out sweater. Oh, unbelievable! I do not want to know what this costs. So hopefully there's nothing in there. Hey, Flash. Oh my gosh, guys, this is amazing. Obviously, I have to go put this on. So, Oh my goodness. So give me a minute. I will go put this on and we'll get into the long dark. And, I will love it. I will love it. We decided it's better to have a bit of rum. That's fine. That's totally fine. So let me just take a sip here. And I will. Let me go put this on. And I may not be able to keep it on for the stream because of how warm it is up here tonight. I kind of screwed up with the heat, but yeah, you at least need to see it, and then I'll see if I can keep going. Guys, you are amazing. I just truly don't know what to say. Hey, Mrs. T-Rex, it's good to see you. I will be right back. I'm not gonna put the be right back screen on. You guys can just share stream for a minute. I'll be right off camera, and I love all of you so much, Ferb. You guys are amazing. All right, I'll be right back. Freaking thing is so hot. All right, it actually fits perfectly. It fits perfectly. It's absolutely perfect. It fits fantastic. And I am in the Chris Evans from Downtown sweater. I can't even believe it. I can't even, it's fine. It's so close. It's so perfect. I cannot believe that you guys did this. I I really don't know what to say. You guys are amazing. Um, I would have to just keep babbling the same thing over. Thank you so much. Uh, I I I am the one who gets something out of this. The fact that you guys get something out of it is amazing and wonderful and makes me very happy. I'm very glad that I'm a good part of other people's day. But this is, I get so much from this. This has healed me. This has got me through, as I've said before, one of the worst years of my life. Um, and I'm out on the other side of it. We were in therapy today, and we were talking about how right now this is in some ways the best it's ever been. But we had to go through a really dark period, with all the emergency room visits and everything that we went through, and that's a lot of pressure and it's a lot of stress on both of us. And I had to think about a lot of things this year that I really never thought I would be thinking about at this age. And you know what? Those things didn't happen, and things are better now than they were then. But I got through that through you guys, and I don't know what to say. So I'm gonna roll the intro, and I love you guys so much. I'm gonna roll the intro and take a minute to just compose, and then we'll do some long dark. I'm gonna try to keep the sweater on. It's warm, but I'm just gonna go turn the heat down. So I truly don't know what to say. There are not words. There are not words. So you guys have all my love so very much. You are wonderful. I'm gonna go show Annie too. So all right, I will be back in a few. I think rather than roll the intro, I think it looks fantastic, by the way, also. Um, rather than roll the intro, I'm just gonna put the be right back screen up because that's longer. And I love all you guys so much. So I can't say enough. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I forgot to read this note. So the note here says, "A gift for you. Merry Knives Out, Miss. Love the Hobbit." And I'm just I don't want to get all misty again. Because I'll just never get out of this cycle. But I truly can't believe it. So my wife is already gonna look for some good turtlenecks to put under this. But she thought it looked great. It fits perfectly, guys. It fits perfectly. It fits as if you had my measurements or something. Yeah, I'm pretty overwhelmed at the moment, but in a good way. I feel so loved, and that's like a lot of people. That's an emotion that sometimes I struggle with. I am much more comfortable giving that than receiving it, and you guys have really helped me with that as well. All right, somehow I got to transition but to some long dark stuff. So I appreciate everybody. Hey, Whisper, it's good to see you. I hope I said hi to Chris. I may not have. I really don't even remember who I've talked to at this point. My brain is exploding. But we will force feed you love. You will. You know, I made a joke about a sweater, and now I have a sweater. It's so funny. So I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Devious. Thank you, Burb. Thank you, all of you guys. I'm gonna try to play a game, and we'll see how that goes. So, what I will say to you is that while I don't understand it, I will try to continue to be the person that I have been. Like I will try to, whatever it is that you guys like about me, I'm gonna try to stay in the pocket. Your fellow hobbits are like very enthusiastic genies. That's true. Oh yeah, now I have the cloth to repair it. That's true. That's awesome. So I put the ceiling fan on so the room will cool off. This thing is hot as hell. The sweat was like freaking pouring off my head. But this is great. Like this is legit great. I am gonna wear this all the time. Obviously, it doesn't necessarily go great with a positive state T-shirt, but I will find the appropriate undergarment for it. But this is fantastic, and I mean, I'm wearing the shirt. I'm wearing the sweater. Like how much better is that? Are you're gonna exist, Long Dark? You're gonna make this happen here? Oh, Burb, I don't have any main shirts. I don't know what I'll do. I'll have to get some. Are we up? No, we're not up. I didn't set anything up ahead of time. So I will try to just stay the person I am who somehow inspired all of this love. He doesn't know how he did it, but, we're just going to roll with it. No main shirts whatsoever. Do I even live there? Devious, I have very few pieces of clothing that don't say Maine on them, which is sad. Now, I lived in New Hampshire for 17 years, and I don't think I ever owned a New Hampshire shirt. All right, what were we doing? I don't really remember. Yeah, everything you knew previously was a lie. I think my long-term goal was to create pants. I think I have a bunch of. It's good that I'm carrying 2 axes. That's important. Here, drink this. Yes, a second sweater, two pairs of socks. Is today the day we leave FA? I think it could be. The problem, excuse me, Ghost. I don't remember why I was up here. I think I was exploring. Oh, there's the undershirt. I'll check it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would look good. All right, do you think we're ready to leave? Is that what we're saying? We're ready to leave Forsaken Airfield? That looks great. I will send that off to my Amazon supervisor. Excuse me. Did I just ollie down this thing or whatever that skateboard term is? I think I did. Like, you can get up here. I've done it. Get on the railing, Astrid. Don't make me Astrid. Don't make me a liar. All right, now we sprint. Ah, come on. Sprint. Nice. Got some altitude on that one. That's fantastic, Tuna. See, and now there's this little voice in my brain that's going, and you didn't get them anything. Oh no, you're right. And now it's too late. Yeah, she can't just step over a snowdrift, but she can ollie down a banister. I gave you the funny. I guess that's... I don't think I said books to Tuna, though. I gifted you a sub. Okay, fair, fair. I'm kind of betting that the sweater was more than $5, but okay. That's all right. I will work it off. I'll get you guys back. I'm gonna get you. That has gotten really quiet. I can't figure out why either. I didn't get a let's go done on that. It might have been so quiet that you didn't hear it. You learned how to summit and get the backpack from Ash Canyon from me? Devious, that can't be true. It's so quiet. What's wrong with it? Why is it so quiet?
How quickly the tide turns.
That one's not quiet.
Maybe.
That's not quiet.
Yes.
They are kind of quiet. I will say this zone is very loud. That's amazing. Really, Insig, you learned the backpack route from me? Maybe the game is loud. Let's check that out. Game. Desktop audio. We'll bring you back a bit. Oh, you know what? I think I usually have Long Dark at 80. Hang on. Hang on. Because I did set these all to 100. What if I just put the master volume at 80? Confirm. Back. Back. Now, how loud is it right now? It's still not that loud. Let's go to OBS. Where does that show up? It actually shows up in 2 of them. She has to keep typing it. I can't stop.
Yes.
I can't wait for it to be super cold and put this sweater on. That's gonna be awesome. Am I lost? I might be. I truly cannot believe that there are people who have learned long dark things from watching me. That's bananas. I mean, I would accept that if you said I learned how not to get to the backpack. I could definitely show you that. Last time, I will say, this run right here, I beelined for the backpack. I knew right where to go, pretty much right where to get it. Beelined in, beelined out, got out of Ash Canyon, no problem. You are the #1 TLD streamer for beginners. I would love that. I would take that distinction all day, if that was true. I thought I was heading to the airport, but now I don't know where it is. Airport. Red. There you are. Okay, there's the airport. Woof. So I don't know who else got their Twitch summaries. I got mine. And I really enjoyed that. Let's see. I'm in the top 3% of Koru's chatters. That was a very dry sneeze, is what I want you guys to see. Nothing got on the sweater. That is true. That's true. I learn better by watching someone, you know. If someone does it super fast, then I can't keep up. You're in the top 1% of LDs. So my 4 favorite streams to attend, and I think they do this by hours in the stream, was Curse Dragon Ship. Because I'm there every Monday night for 3 hours. I'm in the stream. Koru, LD, and Blades. And that didn't surprise me. I spent a lot of time in Blade streams in the morning. But I don't chat that much there. I don't always chat in LD stream either. I chat like crazy in Koru's stream. Owl, Snooze, and Cats. Yep. I bet Snooze was probably like my number 5. I wish I gave you more than 4, but remember to fire up a browser during righting wrongs. I always do. I'm always in there. Hey Zafo, good to see you. Look at what I got for Christmas from Koru and Tuna and Burb. They got me the sweater from The Long Dark. Unbelievable. And a cloth ornament, and a very tiny burb ornament. And hey, Zafo, so I'm ready to go tonight, but I had an idea. What if I came in late, but I raided? Would that be a problem for you? I know you want me there at 7:30 to set up cameras and stuff, but if I came in late, then I could raid and bring a whole bunch of people with me who might be interested in this fantastic anthology called Abandoned, which is in the top left-hand corner of your screen, featuring stories by D.H. Dunn, Greg Little, and others. Cameras are going to be a disaster anyway, so no worries. They're all great. Poor Zafo, you had such tech issues last night too. I felt bad for you. I am having so much more fun. Zafo, do you like playing the cleric? Because I'm having so much more fun not being a cleric.
Oh, I'm starving.
Astrid, excuse me. You know what, Astrid? I appreciate you too. You, Astrid, have got me through this year as well. You're enjoying the cleric role? That's good. You're better at it than I was. I sucked at being a cleric. I am a multi-class rogue monk, and she's like a frickin' blender, man. She just tears people apart. It's not uncommon for me to get 4 attacks in a turn. It's nuts. She's bananas. Now, I gave her the brains of a hamster, which is a lot of fun also. Yeah, Kevin definitely hits a lot harder than Kelly. So I don't know how many D&D players we have in the stream, but I am having a lot more fun with my rogue monk than I was with my Twilight Domain cleric. So yeah, we will be celebrating the launch of Abandoned tonight, and the distinction for me with Abandoned is that while I have 10 self-published novels, Abandoned is my first paid sale. It is the first time someone else has paid me for my writing, and that is a big moment for me. So I'm very excited. I say, what's all this then? That's not a very good British accent, actually. That was pretty weak. I wonder if I could do that in Australia. Now, every time I try to do Australian, or you are part of the 1% of chatters in this channel, you better be devious. I would be worried about their data if that wasn't accurate. Now, somebody had... Okay, Tuna, thank you so much again, and please thank Cryo as well for being so great to me and so supportive. You guys are awesome. Somebody was in the top 1% of Long Dark streamers. I think that was Snoozy. And I was like, hey, I've probably streamed freaking 400 hours of that game this year. Did the head make it into your emote usage? Yes, it did. It is the #1 emote, absolutely. Airfield is so good, Vander. Airfield is so good. It's hard to leave. Yeah, how did we not make the cut, Koru? Maybe we're the top 0%. I feel like I watch Snoozy pretty regularly, and she does stream The Long Dark pretty often, but she streams a lot of other games. More often than I do. Okay, this is still not done. These guts, not ready. See, I want to leave, but I kind of can't leave till I can do all my sewing things. Because what do I got here? So I got, my rabbit hat died. I need to make another rabbit hat. I want to make another wolf coat, or maybe a bear coat. Let's repair this.
I need to find food.
I guess we're just newer, yeah. I didn't start streaming it heavily until probably June. So, that might be the case. I am truly blown away by how well this sweater fits. The sweater fits me perfectly, and I get frustrated with clothes because a lot of times clothes don't fit me well. They usually they're either too big or too tight. You also spent 131,000 channel points here, but you got a lot for it. What is my story in Abandoned about? That's actually a really hard question to answer, Chris, because it's a really weird story. I was kind of surprised they picked it. My story is about a sentient space probe that comes across a derelict space station. And the probe can make decisions for itself. It has free will, but only for 30 seconds once every 90 minutes. And it's trying, and then its programming takes over. And so it's been drawn to the space station and it doesn't know why. And it's trying to work around its own programming to get inside the space station and figure out what it was that made it go there. And I wrote it because I wanted to challenge myself and do things I haven't done. I wrote it in first person. I always write in third person. I wrote science fiction when I always write fantasy. It's got some horror elements to it, which I rarely write, even though I like to read horror. And I wanted to write a story where the gender of the main character didn't matter. And because it's in first person, they never say their gender. You can let the gender be whatever you want. Like, it could be anything. And it's got, of course, the standard DH Done surprise things in it. It's a bit of a mystery. Almost all of my stories have mystery in it. So if you're interested in it, the link is, I think you can just hit the abandoned command and I think it will show up. The story, 50% of the proceeds from that book goes to charity. And I think it's $4.99 for the ebook. Thank you, Zafo. I hope I did a good job of selling. I am not good at selling. I think it is one of the more interesting stories I've ever written. The title is The Quiet Tremors of a Hollow Heart. So if I were to leave, what would I take with me? Probably a lot of this stuff. Thank you, Koru. I think my favorite title I've ever come up with is The Brittle Bones of Gods, but that one's pretty good. Creative story, do things he hasn't done. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Been wanting to get more into short stories lately. I love writing short stories. Short stories, if you're ever gonna, even if you're gonna write novels, short stories are a great way to learn because you iterate faster. It's kind of like driving to the store versus, thank you, NSYNC. It's kind of like driving to the store versus driving, 2 hours on the highway to grandma's or something. If you go to the store and back a whole bunch of times, then you're parking, you're doing all of the things more frequently. So short stories, I think, teach you to be a writer faster. The Brittle Bones of Gods is probably my favorite title that I've done. Although I like Under Everest. I think that's got a catchy alliteration to it. I mean, I'll tell you, I like all my titles.
That guy who drank his own
Except,
pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Thorns of the Serpent. I've never been happy with that title, which is book 7 of the Everest series. I love that book. I think it might be my favorite book in the series, but I've never really liked the title. I just kind of ran out of time to come up with anything better. Alright, what the hell am I doing besides just babbling? Admittedly, I'm good at that, but... God, I wish I could move this chair. If I could move this chair, there are so many things I would do. It sounds like I'm about to sing about what it was I do. I would... Like, I used to work in a transmitter room, and we had a big, huge space like this, and we would all bring... And it was flat, and mostly open. And we would bring our rolling chairs out there and play chair football, and it was awesome. So it's just like regular football, except you can't get out of your chair, and you got to move by pushing off, and rolling around and stuff. It was extremely funny. Good times. That's your military at work there. It was freaking awesome, it was very, very fun. I would do that today in a heartbeat. It was so fun. Alright, is it daytime? Yes. So I could craft something, I don't have any freaking... See, this is what keeps happening to me. Is I try to leave, but I'm waiting for things to cure so that I can make clothes, and then I'll leave. And so I get bored waiting for things to cure, and I get my bow out, and I go kill stuff, and then the stuff attacks my clothes, and it's just like a cycle. Jumped off forklifts into piles of shredded paper. That sounds fun. Oh, it's the stupid fog. I hate the fog so much. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave. I wish the moose would respawn. That would be fun. Tapestry. There's a wolf out there. I don't know yet if the fog supercharges the wolves the way the aurora does. Has anyone determined this? It doesn't seem to. Alright, I'm trusting that information. I'm gonna go find a wolf. That's how much I trust you, Burb. Don't trust me though, too late. It already happened. I assume you're basing this on some observed information though. Yep, I'm all in. It's Astrid's life you're risking, not mine. I see nothing. Anywhere. I wonder if the fog makes the animals leave other than the wolves. Like, I wonder if the deer go inside. Well, I guess inside. They go into their little deer houses that they've built, apparently. So, Karu, I think you said it was like 85 degrees. That's horrific. It seems very random whether you get insomnia at all, and if you do, how quickly you get it, Vander. It seems very random. I'm going to assume that's hotter than normal for this time of year for you guys, that it's not usually 85 around Christmas. $80 today. I also saw something on Reddit the other day about home prices in Australia, and that they converted them to US dollars. And the average home prices in Australia, in the various states of Australia, there wasn't a single one that was under 500,000 US. I was like, that's just the average home price. That means other homes, you know, half of the homes are more than that. Like, I don't even know how anyone could buy a house there. New Zealand's one of the most expensive places to buy in the world. Yeah. I really would like to move there. New Zealand. But I don't think I can afford to. And that you won't take me. No one wants Americans. Yeah, thanks, we're good. We're all good. But I got freedom to bring you. No, we're good, thank you.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
You want American, not doctors, nurses, and midwives. I am not. Oh, what about writers? Do they need failed writers? Humorous streamers? Moderately okay project managers? Sad. It is sad. Alright, well, as soon as this fog clears up, I think we're just gonna get ready and leave. Otherwise, I'm just never gonna leave this zone. I'll just be here forever. We could make bear coats and stuff in other zones, too. Maybe how long did Guts take to cure? Maybe I'll just make the rabbit hat. I think Guts take, what, 6 days? Something like that? Are you asking me not to leave the new zone? Packer? I figured everybody was bored of looking at me wander around it. I think I've found mostly everything there is to find. Boy, I have no idea where I am. It's kind of fun. All these sad emotes. Oh, go away. Oh, can't leave until I finish my meat pile. I mean, that's not a terrible rationalization there. Well, if you guys want to get the 10,000 heads, you're never going to get it this way. You're not doing the heads enough, devious. Gross. Glimmer fog is, oh, it's, glimmer fog is just annoying. That's all it is. And I would put it as pretty annoying. How dare you challenge me? I think the total on the heads for the year is like 2,000 something. Damn it. Woo! Quite a bounce on that arrow.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Oh, we're at the hunter's blind. Cool. Oh my gosh. Silly rabbits. Life is for kids. There you go. Jesus. Oh, I had to ask. Long distance. I almost got him that time. Stupid little jerk. Run into the fog. See if I care. Gonna be on my log. This is my log. No one can find me in here. Glimmer fog is just regular fog with extra steps. Yes. Except it lasts forever. Oh my gosh, does it last forever?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Astrid, I have heard about the pack and the heaviness. So can I put my bedroll down on this? You can. I saw the green. Did you know that? That you could put a bedroll up here? Can we make a fire? Yeah, why can't I make a fire? I ask you. If I can put a bed. Seems like I should be able to make a fire too. It's equally improbable. Good to be safe on the log in case the rabbit fights back, yeah. Now, could I put my bedroll out here? Please? Oh, come on. I don't know, sleeping out. Going out on a limb here. Yeah, I guess fire and wood is a no-no. Good point, Devious. So, am I reducing the condition of the bedroll every time I sleep in it? I truly, truly hate this stupid fog. Oh, every time I sleep in it, I lower its condition? What? So if I sleep an hour at a time, I'm lowering its condition faster?
It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
I don't like that. Geronimo! I don't remember authorizing that feature. What's my condition on my bedroll? 98%. Alright, we don't have too much to worry. That's why if you're in a location with a bed, use the bed. These are Karu's tips. If you get to 1,000 heads, it's going to be because of Devious, yeah. This is important to Devious. If we get to 1,000 heads, you get a head stick. Yes, I will put a head sticker. I mean, I have to put it in the merch shop. You're still going to have to buy it, though. Like, I can't give it to you for free. I don't know how to. I guess I could buy them and then send them to you. And apparently teacher is going to put these on his papers. He's going to grade papers and give them a done head. These guys are going to come to my channel and complain. I got an F because of you. Devious has it copy pasted, yes. I must carry this burden. I will take the ring to Mordor, though I do not know the way. Alright, let's check the meat pile. There's a maximum amount of heads we'll let you send. So you wasted time moving the extra heads. I get it. I get it. Devious has got this down. Error. Too many heads. Head limit exceeded. Meat pile. I'm pretty sure he's just control Ving. So. Take a little nappy. Time is it? Alright. Oh, Astrid, why are you always out of water? Ah, I ask you this. It's a good thing you like it. Looks like we could maybe go another... No, we couldn't do anything. Alright, time, almost
For a
daytime.
drink right now.
Gut, 70%, 37. These are going to take too long. Alright, yeah. I kind of just want to leave. But what do we need to bring with us? That's the question. And what are we carrying that maybe we don't need? Now, this is the other bow. This is our other 100% bow. I think we should
Wonder
keep
if I can
that.
drop any of this gear.
Okay, let's take a look. We don't need 2 hatchets, so we can drop that. We're not doing anything with this. Let's harvest it. The update video said be updates to the DLC on a 10-week basis. Yes, I think that's their intention. I wouldn't be surprised if some of that got modified now. Just because I think the DLC launch did not go as well as they wanted it to, and so I'm wondering if they're going to have to modify their rollout plan. Just reading through the tea leaves on my part is based on nothing I've read or seen. That's probably pretty good. I don't really need to bring the rabbit pelt. I don't need 2 mag lenses. Not that they weigh anything. The rest of this, though, I think I want. Now, we are going to have to do a fire outside. Let's go get that going. So we're getting ready to leave. I think we're going to try to make the Forlorn Muskeg. That's a long, long journey. We might not make it there today. We'll at least see if we can get out of the airfield today. We got time. What time is it? We got like an hour and a half. You never know. I might stream again later. I do that sometimes. I don't really want to use this coal, but I need the length. Okay, water. This is what I need. Make all of the water. Okay, there you go. You're working on that. We'll be in here. You don't want to get to 10 gig too quick. Okay. What else is in here that we would want? Well, we want to refuel our lantern. So where is this? Give me this. And then show me the lantern, please. Let's refuel that. There we go. Okay, we don't have a hammer, but I don't think we need one. We do need a hacksaw.
Water.
85%. Good heavens, Astrid, you'll have to wait. Taking the ammo, because I might find a gun. Taking the crampons. Give me the coal. Antiseptic, yes, I keep getting attacked by wolves. Because I keep attacking them. Beyond that, I'm not sure we need any of the rest of this stuff. I wish I could carry this bear hide. The bear hide. I wish I could carry the beer hide with me. Might want the rope. I don't know, though. I'm sure I'll find another rope. We got ropes for days. I'd rather keep the rest of that inventory for meat. Are you done?
Looks like I made it
Take
through
that.
the night. I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I would like you to carry more. There. That'll do. Alright, let's see how far we can get. Oh, we're really slow. How far overweight is she? Significantly. Alright, hang on. That's too much. That's too much. $50. You know what? I'm gonna leave it all. I'll eat cattails. That way it'll be here when we come back. We gotta travel like nomads. It is incredibly comfortable, guys. The sweater is so comfortable. I'm sorry to keep gushing about the sweater, but like a lot of sweaters are like scratchy. This is really soft. It's comfortable and soft. Lots of silliness in your November highlights. That's great. I look forward to watching. It's super comfy. It's super soft. I will be terrified to clean it. I don't want to mess it up. Why you gotta be triple cold? Why do you need to be this way? No spaghetti? That's not a problem. I don't know. Ed saying I'm having second thoughts.
Community grows.
Hello, Pickup Man. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. It is great to have you here. If you'd like to, I'd love to hear about your adventures with the Long Dark, what you play on, what difficulty you play, or if you just like to watch. TLD food item list. S'mores, hot cocoa, snow cones. Hey, with the Ulu emotes. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of second thoughts, and say, because I don't want to leave that. I could be making a bear coat. I'm feeling like maybe I'm rushing out of here just because I don't want everybody to be bored because I've seen this zone so much over the past week. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe I want to stick around just long enough to make the bear coat. Yep, I think I've changed my mind. I'm gonna go see if the moose is here. How cool would that be? Double moose satchels. Can you equip 2 moose satchels? I'll grab some more cattails. We tried to leave. I'm just tired of the stupid glimmer fog, man. That's really the thing that's making me want to leave. You finish Wintermute, currently trying Stalker, and you watch more than you play. Well, that's cool. So you did all of Wintermute, episodes 1 through 4. Some of those are really hard, I've heard. I've only done episode 1. So you've got my respect. And Stalker's a challenging mode. Bear Coat is OP. I made one Stalker difficulty and I can't get cold hit anymore. You're kind of selling it. You're selling it, Punkis. You're making me want to stay. What is that song that make me want to stay? Cora, what am I thinking of? I can't come up with it. I can't come up with it. That make me want to stay. Ah. I've heard about that. I've heard about that. Quick core, read my mind. Like it's an unreasonable request, TBS. I don't think it is. Coro and I have practically the same music brain. No, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. Oh, it's starting to go away again. I want to say it's a Holland. No, it's If This Is It by Huey Lewis. That make me wanna stay. If this is it, please let me know. Yeah, that's the one. I can't get the full lyrics though. It's reaching too far back. Double barrel coat, if possible, is the warmest possible coat combo in TLD. Tango Lima Delta. Tango Lima Delta. I'll be alright one way or another. So let me go, or make me wanna stay. If this is it, there we go. There we go. Please let me know. Good stuff. Good stuff. I like a good harmonizing. I once saw Huey Lewis described as the world's most successful bar band, and it was meant as a compliment, and I think that's accurate.
If I don't warm up.
You'll be fine, Astrid. Don't you want to fight a moose, Astrid? What if there's a moose? I believe Huey can no longer sing because of damage to his ears, I want to say. It's kind of sad. I don't remember the full details. I can predict the next 2 minutes. I'm going to shoot at this deer. I'm going to miss twice, then hit him, and he's going to run off with my arrow. There's some issue. He has some issue. I can't remember what it is. He started to run, thought about it, and then ran. What a jerk. Are we near the helo? Thought we were. I have tinnitus and it freaking sucks. I can tell you that right now. Jerk. 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 Give me my arrow back. I want you. I want you. Trying for the headshot there. You've had it since 17? Yes. Did you get it through like a traumatic noise incident? That's how I got it. Hey, did I hit you or not? It's not exactly Clash of the Titans here. It's a part of your general brain damage weirdness. I got it through a noise issue. From meningitis. Oh, I see. Well, that sounds awful. Yeah, like you know how you go outside in like the middle of the night in a quiet meadow and there's no cars and there's no wind and you could just listen to the sound of nothing? Because I do not know what that sounds like. I hear... That's what I hear. Really annoying. You took a couple swims in 4-alarm muskeg and your temperature just kept going up just from one coat. Wow. Too stubborn to play drums with earplugs. I'm sorry to hear that. Devious. I can't tell you that it may get worse as you get older, or it may get better as you get older. I am not a doctor. Alright, I am getting cold. I'm gonna go to the broken house here. Try to warm up there. Hey Tess! How goes it? It goes amazing, because look at what I'm wearing. I have to stop for a second. Tess, check this out. I am wearing the Chris Evans from Knives Out sweater that I get so excited whenever I find in the long dark. And how did I get this, you might ask? The Hobbits bought it for me. Koru and Koru and Tuna. I'm used to listing off the Hobbits. Koru and Tuna and Burb. Very Tiny Burb, Killer Tuna 44, Koru and Thistle. They worked together and they bought this for me and sent it to me. And how amazing is that? So. I am so lucky. So lucky. It is the sweater. It is the sweater. It is the Chris Evans from Knives Out sweater. They know that I'm obsessed with this sweater in the game. I will wear it even if better clothes are available. I've never even considered wearing another outfit. She's got it on right now, I'm sure. Yes, right there. I try to keep it in top condition at all times. I will choose it over the Cowichan. I will wear it with my baklava. Astrid deserves to look good. Also, Knives Out is a great movie. I highly recommend it. Ewan got approved for a teacher for the deaf, so he'll get support a few days a week. That's awesome.
One little fire.
That's fantastic, Koru. I'm so happy. That's so great. He's such a cute kid. Alright, we're warming and I'm happy. Let's water. How are you doing today, Tess? Tess, I have been trying to chat every time I come to Wands' stream now, and he's been very nice. He even followed me the other day, which I was so excited about that I, screenshotted it and put it in my Discord. Because that was pretty cool. Yeah, I remember that, Koru. Yep. I like to play a game called Find the Antonym. I say a word, and everyone else who wants to say what they think is the antonym. Sure, Vander, throw one at me. Did you just drink the non-potable water, Astrid? What happened there? No, I guess that water was ready? Seriously? Okay. That fast? Oh, well, we warmed up. Alright, well, that's fine. I don't know if you guys know this, but anytime I see someone type, put in the chat, I love that. I always think of Waffle Mouse. Waffle Mouse has this redeem that you can put, which is a recording of her going, I love that. It's so wholesome the way she says it, Waffle is hilarious. I really like Waffle's stream. I can't think of a stream I don't like. Like, there's so many different Long Dark streamers, and every experience is different. Waffle is awesome, but like Shinomanon is bananas. I love going to her streams because she's so funny. But then you go to 2 Feet. 2 Feet's hilarious, but it's a completely different kind of energy than Shinomanon. And then you go see, you know, like Tina Bug or something. Like, they're all just so great. One of the things that's making my wife very interested in playing the Long Dark is how many women stream it. It seems to be a nice split 50-50. You've been getting more. I have seen you in other people's streams more, Devious, which is great. Come on, Annie, one of us. I'm trying not to push too hard. I don't want to over push it and then have it not work. So. Whoa, Astrid. Hold down there. Astrid, you are the best, Astrid. Yes, I have learned that the overall Long Dark community may not be as nice as the Twitch Long Dark community, which is unfortunate to discover. Cryo thought it was boring, and when you started playing, you got him hooked. Nice, well done. Good job. I think even Wintermute is too much for her. What she wants is to mostly wander around a pretty world and explore and find neat stuff and not have anything bother her. So I discovered that you can in custom set it to Pilgrim difficulty, and you can even turn off the blizzards. You can turn off the wolves. Can Annie be an advisor for your TLD Sims build? I'm sure she will be. I'm sorry it took so long to type and try to... enterprise. What is the antonym of... so no, go with it. the antonym to enterprise. I'm trying to make a Star Trek joke here. I'm not coming up with anything. Exit prize, that's better than anything I could come up with, Tuna. That's great. Well done. Star Trek. I'm a huge Star Trek fan, but I can't come up with, like... I guess, you know what? In some ways, the antonym to Enterprise might be Discovery, because Enterprise is chronologically the earliest Star Trek show, and Star Trek Discovery is now set in like the 27th century or something, so it's the latest, farthest in the future Star Trek show. So you could maybe look at it that way. Alright, could these be done? Back to the meat pile. 43, come on, 76! You're so slow. Hurry up. Need to make my coat. Alright, well, let's take a look at our clothes. First off, the sweater, 97, so that's good. 96. I know that I should do... What is the antonym of limitations? Boundless. That's my guess. Boundless. That maybe no. Maybe. Yes. Oh my god, you need frickin' rabbit pelt to fix these. I'm outraged. get these ready. I did see that tuna. And I saw that there's some sort of controversy, and as soon as I saw that there was controversy, I'm like, you know what? I don't need to get involved. I don't need to know controversies. So, not interested. I respect the hard work that these guys do. And I'm not into, you know, look, there are real problems in the world. There are real things worth getting angry about. The launch of a computer game is not one of them. Yeah. Same, Chris. Same. No. No, Tuna, don't take it that way. I don't mean it that way. I felt sad for him. I feel the same way as you. Look, nobody's perfect, and I dislike that public, you know, people who are in the public speaking angle are sometimes put in a position where they have to be perfect. And having worked at a software company, I recognize that it's very difficult to test at scale. And there are interactions and problems with interoperabilities, various packages that you have to deal with, and sometimes just stuff gets out, and it can cascade on you. And you know, if Zapho was here, he could speak to that. And yes, small studios, early access games can get a lot of grief from them. Look, I'll give you an example. I have a book that I'm currently releasing one chapter at a time on a website called Royal Road. So right now you can read that book for free. You can read every chapter. It's right there right now. I'm going to put a new chapter out tomorrow. I'll put a new chapter out Friday. Once the entire book is on Royal Road, eventually my intention is to publish it. When I publish it on Amazon, Amazon will require me to remove it from Royal Road because they can't have something out there for free that you want somebody to buy for. Now, why am I doing this? Because writing takes a lot of my time. It takes money. You have to pay for editing. You have to pay for a cover. You have to pay for formatting. You have to pay for marketing for the book. But when I take that off Royal Road, there will invariably be people who will come in and negatively review it because, oh, I wanted to get paid. You know, like I'm a bad guy because I want to make money off what I worked on, and that bothers me. Like, it bothers me. Like, you know, people should be compensated for their hard work, and that includes artists. But people just get into the, you know, into this entitlement thing of, well, you know, I'm entitled to free reading. And to be fair, it's not, I think it's not most people. I think it's, you know, you don't know the people who say nothing. You never hear them. So, you know. Yeah, all the eye rolls. So I feel bad. And the other thing is that it seems like Hinterland works hard to not crush their people into the ground. And I respect that, having worked at places where they do crush people into the ground. I respect the fact that they're not making their people work 70-hour weeks, that they release this far ahead of Christmas, so if that there was a problem, then they could end up, you know, fixing it while not losing their holidays. Yeah, exactly, Spotify. Like, the musicians get nothing from that. Yeah. So it bothers me. It bothers me that we are okay with systems that, you know, do not reward the people who do the actual work. And I understand that money's tight for everybody. And a free story or an inexpensive song or, you know, like a $20 DLC pack, I recognize that. That represents a lot of money. I get that. But there's no malice here. Like, people are human. And these things are complicated. If anybody who hasn't wants to do something positive, go leave a review on DLC. Yeah, I do intend on doing that. And look, these guys aren't perfect, but I don't need them to be perfect. Because you know what? I'm not perfect either. Look at all the cloth. There's so much cloth in this hangar, it's ridiculous, Tuna. You gotta come here and get all this cloth. As the co-president of the Cloth HQ. Now, I really wish there was a break in these so you could just jump off. Is there? No. Disappointed. Astra destroyed this crate. It angers me. Alright guys, I gotta put up the BRB for a minute, because, oh, maybe I won't. I spoke to Raph and Katie and told them to ignore the haters and check out the awesome Twitch community. We're all wonderful on launch day. Hey Zach, it's great to see you. Zach, I gotta show you this. Zach, I gotta show you this. Hang on. Again, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna go to the chat. Zach, I got this big package in the mail today, and in it was the Knives Out sweater from The Long Dark that I am obsessed with, and I always have Astrid wear it. The three hobbits bought me the sweater, and they bought me the Chris Evans Knives Out sweater. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I have a tiny burb ornament on my tree. I have a cloth ornament on my tree from Tuna, and I have a Knives Out sweater. And how am I not the luckiest person in the world? So I'm so glad you're here so that I could show you that. I'm walking really slow. It's probably because I'm carrying 70 pounds of cloth. I guess I'll sleep. I don't know what else to do while I'm waiting for these guts to cure. I'm glad you reached out to Raph. That's nice, Zach. I feel bad for them too, for the whole team. All right, now that Zach is here, I will be, and I showed him the sweater. I will be right back, just like 3 minutes.
But she went back in. Let's see if I raise the sail. The wind's blowing in the wrong direction. I guess I could try to turn it around. Hey, get back here. Oh my god, come back. Oh no! Will? There she goes. Yup. Well, that's excellent. Oh my god, that's awesome.
No one fight me, no one fight me. Come on, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I wasn't doing anything. I was fine. She was already dead when I got here. Just loot her quick. Got nothing. Okay, leave me alone. Go away. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Fred, hope it works out. Let me know. Send a postcard, okay? Fred? Fred, you okay, buddy? Fred. Ah, shit. We might have lost Fred. Is he? Nope. No, he ain't. He's not behind me. No.
There we go, finally. What's it going to be here? Here it's 27 to 50.
All right, I'm back. So, I guess I'm gonna sleep. I don't really know what else to do. I'm just waiting. Oh, Fred. Fred! Poor Fred the follower. Can't hear me, bud? What? What? Oh my god, you got me. Knives Out is great. Knives Out is legit great movie. I also want to see the new one. Well, see, if you did it, Devious, I wouldn't believe you because you've gotten me before. Now I can't trust Koro either. But to be honest, I had that coming for my my joke with her about the Christmas song. Yeah, it's a very fun whodunit. Yeah. No, and you're right. It's not going to blow your mind, but man, the acting is just solid all the way through. You had two Shania references. It's spreading. Shania is spreading. She's become self-aware. Oh my god, these guts are taking forever. How many guts do we need to make the bear coat? It better be 4. If it's more than 4, I'm in trouble. Bear coat. Bear coat, bear coat. 4. Okay, thank goodness. And it probably takes 30 hours. What time is it? Ugh. Like any whodunit. I'm just like running out of things to do. I don't need Tinder anymore. I'm past that now. I guess I could take these books. Well done, Tuna. Well done. I guess we'll eat some meat. And we'll make a fire. And make some water. We should tuna into the sequel. Ooh, even better. Love it. I love Zach's appreciation for the pun. The pun is a high form of art.
Perfect.
Zach, I've been enjoying your Stalker airfield video. It's really good. I got so excited to watch your recorded video of you coming to the airfield for the first time on Loper. The one that you did the night before you streamed. I was so excited to watch. It's just exciting to see. Ooh, this is the first time he gets here. This is the first time he gets here. It's just really cool. It's cool to see you in a situation where you don't know. Like, I have never seen that because I came into Long Dark post Blackrock. So for me, you've been one of these experts at the game that just knows everything. And to see you in a situation where you didn't know what would be somewhere was super fun, and I kind of bet it was fun for you to just go in a place and not know what you were going to find. I'm sure that was awesome. The skills are always next level with Zach. The sheer number of dove hunts was troubling, yes. But you got it next. What is your opinion on the Glimmer Fog, Zach? I've already given mine. Those puns were dope. That's fantastic. I may just stand around. Oh, I might be able to sleep. Yeah, that's better. Glimmer Fog is fun. Insomnia's a mild nuisance. Nagoa players won't even notice its presence. Okay, that's not my opinion. I don't find the Glimmer Fog fun, but you know why I don't? Is I still depend on visual to find things. I can't find my way around in a blizzard, so I can't find my way around in the fog either. So the fog just makes me stay wherever I am. That's the part I don't like about it, because it lasts a long time. But I think if I knew the zone better, or if I was just more confident in walking around without long distance vision, then it's probably fine. Oh yeah, just that guiding me through the blizzard was amazing. I don't know how he did that. Just a second. You like it because of its aesthetic, and it has the sensation of being lost. It definitely does. Yeah, you guided me through amazing. You're glad we shared that experience. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's too bad that my giant face always blocks the chair. I agree with you. What the hell was I doing? I don't know. Waiting an hour? I think that was it. I can't believe that Raph felt he had to apologize for the fact that the auto walk button got reset. Like, all you had to do was turn it back on. It wasn't hard. If people were legitimately mad about that. Even the torch thing, we were just, Tuna and I were just goofing about it. It wasn't a big deal. Give the chair a chance to play a little. It'd probably be better than me. 58, no. Oh my gosh, 91%. Ugh. Taking forever. Yeah, once I got used to it, it would have been fine. I was surprised they changed it back. I didn't really think that they... I didn't realize it was a bug. I thought there was a reason they did it. Yeah, I didn't know either.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
Yes. It's just a shame. People have to go all the way to the end of the spectrum on everything. Bugs are expected. Yeah, absolutely. Code is freaking complicated. And they cannot test at this kind of scale. There's just no way their team can test at this scale. You could send Raph a Knives Out sweater. Hey, Rock. Welcome in. Good to see you. Improvised Knives Out. That's so good. I've talked for a while about wanting to do a YouTube series of Astrid after she gets back to civilization and she can't turn off her long dark instincts, and so, like, you know, she'll go to people's houses and she'll start taking teas out of her backpack, and she'll, if they have a dog growling at her, she'll drop a torch and aim a rock at them. She won't go down the stairs. She'll always goat. She'll leave the house and goat down. All right. Now, everybody's here. This is really stupid. Why am I doing this? No, I could die. I'm not going to. Not going to. Steals all the cans from Walmart. Yeah. She can't turn off her long dark abilities. I think the real problem with software testing is that there's so many things that you just can't think of. Having worked at a software company, I can see the frustration software engineers trying to test stuff. And, you know, it's just hard. It's hard to get into that position. Hard to put myself in their shoes. Whoop. Oh, that's right, I can't do that. Can I do this? Wait. Alright, that was pretty slick. Quit while I'm ahead on that one. That one's pretty good.
I barely walk with this much gear.
Well, that's my show. Thanks, guys. I'm not gonna top that. Yeah, but I can't hit a wolf like 2 feet away. Why am I even doing this? I don't know. Trying to get cooking 3, I guess. You're glad you could be here for that shot. Yeah, that's pretty bunny. I'm frantically trying to come up with a carrot pun. It's not coming to me. Let's see. You really hit the target with that pun. Good one, Devious. Very good.
Come on, little fire.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Why not? Why not work on our cooking? This, I didn't put any fuel into this fire. There you go, some unclaimed wood. There you go. Alright, give me another rabbit. Oh, there you go. I'll never do it a second time. Nope. Nope, should have quit while I was ahead. Switch to rocks. My understanding is that the flare gun, not only does it not kill the rabbit, the flare actually bounces off them. Where'd you go? Come back. Come on. Don't be shy. All that waits for you is your death. Why are you running? Why are you running away? Damn it! Oh my god, I had all that time to set that up. All that suspense for that? There we go. Healed. What are you guys crowing about? I feel like there's way more crow flyovers than there used to be. That feels very increased to me. Caw, caw. Oh, whoops. I haven't looked to see how close I am to cooking 5. I wondered if they're trolling you somehow, Zach, that they're like, yeah, we'll add more crows flying around so that people think that. Caw. Rock, are you the one who's collecting the caw clips? That's awesome. Are you gonna like do like a compilation or something? Not this. They're probably raving about it, Tenderland. Well, I guess if you end up being proven wrong, you'll have to eat some crow. That's awesome, Rob. I can't wait for that. Just eat this. They will fear your wrath. What is our cooking at anyway? We are miles away from cooking 5. Alright, can I get in that top tube? I kind of, maybe I can. I definitely can. Alright, now can you sprint for, no, you can't sprint. You can't sprint when you're crouched. That's disappointing. So, while I can walk out of here, I can't shoot out of there like I wanted to. That sucks. I get this. I can't find a damn gun to save my life. Knowing Hitchin, they probably add changes stuff without patch notes. One day flying crows means a cougar is stalking you. Yeah. That's so fetch. I'm pretty sure I triggered that, Rock. That sounds like a joke I would make. Alright. What else can we kill? I truly have brought death to the airfield. There's very little left standing. It's going to be hard to stream without wearing this sweater at this point. I'm going to want to wear this every stream. Guys, I can't tell you how comfortable this sweater is. This sweater is so comfortable. Thanks for the puns. Sorry for the puns. Stay awesome. See you later. Thank you, Zach. We all appreciate you a great deal. Fear his mighty bow. That's right. No rabbit can withstand my wrath. There's some dun heads for you guys. Wow, I'm this close. What if I just sprinted? Can I just grab him? Can you grab him? Can you grab him? Grab him. Astrid, go. Go, go, go. You can't just grab him, I guess. Darn it. You can't? Because you can grab your arrows off moving animals. I've seen clips where somebody did it. Might have been, Rand. I've been going to more Rand streams lately. Those are very chill streams. I enjoy being in there. Like I said, every streamer has their own energy, and it's all awesome. Oh, Kimiyota, yeah. I saw Kimiyota in Koru's stream. Koru, when did Kimiyota start going to your streams? How the hell did she pull this off? Who is her agent? Yeah, Kimiyota was in Koru's stream. We need the deets. We need the story. How did that happen? Alright, oh my god, are these done? 93%. This is taking forever. Let's read a book. This is harvesting. Care about harvesting? I guess that's all I got. Fine, harvesting it is. He followed me after I raided him once. Oh, me and Kimmy? Yeah, we go way back. Yeah. You can't focus on reading when you're this thirsty. Yeah. Someday, when Koru's partner, we'll all remember when we knew her. Yeah, man, Koru used to be here all the time. Shut up. No, it's true. She used to hang out in the chat all the time. Everything's coming up, Koru. Yes, you can read if you're a little thirsty. Absolutely. Well, actually, Koru becoming partner is 100% my plan. So I'm okay with this. Because my entire plan is to ride to success on Koru's coattails. Everything's coming up, Katie. That's cute. Nope, you're gonna be there. I predict in less than 2 years. We have the cured guts. We have them. This is happening. We are going to sleep. Ride to victory on the hem of Koru's Knives Out sweater. Let's see. What was I doing? I was gonna eat food. What time is it? 7:31. These are all just little nuggets. They're little rabbit nuggets. Abby Normal Brain. Abby someone. Abby Normal. I'm almost sure that was the name. Okay, give me all of the hours. It won't work, but we'll try it. I'm almost there. Almost there. Why are we stinky? Eat that. Then we won't be stinky. Alright, let's start collecting our supplies here. Do we have the... Where is the bear hide? Here is the bear hide. What? It's not fully cured? I thought I had a fully cured bear hide. I think I do downstairs. Because I'm not waiting for that thing to get to 100%. I'm here to tell you. By the way, I'm extremely proud of this. I think that's very festive. Where hide? Their hide. Their castle. Wolf pelt. Wolf pelt. We may make another wolf coat instead. Look at all these deer hides, man. Yeah, because we don't have another bear hide. Do we have 2 wolf pelts upstairs? Merry Clothness. Santa Claus. Wolf. What? These aren't cured either? Arrgh. Oh, done angry. I thought I was ready to leave. Oh my gosh. His beard is just cloth. Yeah, exactly. Am I gonna make pants instead? Is that what I'm gonna do? I already have... No, I have cargo pants and combat pants. I don't know. Alright guys, I gotta take another short break. Couple breaks this time as we get ready for the launch party tonight. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Bye-bye. Or just hang tight.
But, she went back in. Let's see if I raise the sail. The wind's blowing in the wrong direction. I guess I could try to turn it around. Hey, get back here. Oh my god, come back. Oh no! Will? There she goes. Yup. Well, that's excellent. Oh my god, that's awesome.
No, no, no one fight me. No one fight me. Come on, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I wasn't doing anything. I was fine. She was already dead when I got here. Just loot her quick. Got nothing. Okay, leave me alone. Go away. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Fred, hope it works out. Let me know. Send a postcard, okay? Fred? Fred, you okay, buddy? Fred? Ah, shit. We might have lost Fred. Is he? Nope. No, he ain't. He's not behind me. No.
There we go, finally. What's it going to be here? Here it's 27 to 50, 27 to 50, 13 to 25. I actually would like to kill this guy. I don't think she will kill this one. 74. That's the biggest hit I think I have ever seen in Darkest Dungeon from a hero character. 74. Unbelievable.
Okay, academic study.
Prestigious career.
Nima wants to touch it. Neff wants to touch it. Abby has no opinion. Bert wants to touch it. Why does everybody want to touch it? Why do you guys want to touch it? I don't want to touch it. It's going to take 10 of our torch. We only have 28. I don't have a don't do it option. Like, I can't leave. Like, I have to do it. I don't want to do it. All three of their options are the same, too. Ah! This gives me the freaking shamble. God. Good. Good. Good.
Beyond the realms of reason.
No. No.
Damn it. This is why I didn't want to touch this thing, you four knuckleheads.
Yes, 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 yes. I am so happy. Screen though. Oh, I like this. I'm gonna do this to all computers now. Oh, I'm very pleased with this. This is excellent. I like this a lot. Yeah, that's where I keep my candy bar. And my flare. Honey, where's the flare? It's in the bathroom sink. Yar what you yar. Yar what you yar? What the hell does that mean? Yar what you yar. Alright, I am back. Thanks for that. And somebody's going to tell me, oh, Don, we can't hear you. But no, I can see that I am hearable. So, I guess I'm just going to make the deer pants, man. I can't stay here forever. They'll take less time, too. Give me the deer pants. The 12 hours. Do as much as you can. Pumpkins tried. Alright, so it's not light enough yet. I find your lack of fireplaces disturbing, but whatever. That's an old one. Workbench. Deerskin pants. Nope. Fire's light. Wait 1 hour. We'll get you, Dave, eventually. You got me good, Devious. You got me very good. That was an all-timer there. Can she do this all in one day? Ah, my sewing kit broke, damn it. Yeah, Koro got me because I trusted her. Now I have learned that was a mistake. But I deserved it for rocking around the Christmas tree. Okay, pants are done. Now, are they better on the inside or the outside? Deerskin pants, 2C. 2C in the wind. Which is better than these, the combat pants. Cargo pants, they're definitely better than the cargo pants. I think maybe we wear them on the inside. We leave the cargo pants on the outside. And we harvest, or excuse me, the combat pants. Harvest the cargo pants. This is the decision. Decision's been made. Alright. We light our way. After a long day of making clothes, Astrid is sleepy. She's going to go check out the meat pile. You did immediately say JK, but I didn't see it. Because I don't read. No spare pants. What if the wolf bites my butt? I'll make more pants. I'll cure my pants. I'll heal them. Oh, the flares? You hadn't seen that, Tuna? I'm very proud of this. This took a while. This was a good, like, 3-minute project. We need more, though. Because it started because I realized you can walk out here, which is pretty great. Ah, I fell. Like, why would they let you do this, and yet they let me do this? I don't know that I can... Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it. Can you get... Come on. Crouch. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. How good is that? Fantastic. The floor is lava Duncourt. Floor is lava DLC, exactly. Okay, it's nighttime. We go back to our sleeping plane. No. And don't give me this I'm out of water crap. You need way too much water, Astrid. It's really kind of ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna look at the bear hide. If the bear hide is not fully cured, then I think we're out of here. But I can only stay so long. It's fully cured. Oh, it's fully cured. It's fully cured. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Are the guts fully cured? They're basically. Do we have 4 guts? You know what? I think we only have 3. Is there a 4th gut anywhere? No. There's this rabbit carcass that probably has a gut, but then we'd have to wait another freaking 6 days! I am not waiting any longer. I am leaving. I'm leaving right now, and I'm not taking anything with me. But Dunn, you said you were leaving before. I know what I said. But Dunn, it's like super cold. I don't care. I mean, take it and cure it where you go. Isn't it super heavy? I guess I could take it with me, maybe. Please take the bear hide. Oh, Annie typed there. Bear hide is so valuable. Yikes. Yikes. I got a yikes. Fair enough. Fair enough. So cure me maybe. I just killed you, and this is crazy. I'll skin your hide now and cure it maybe. There you go. The good comments, Annie. We must leave sometime or we're never gonna leave. Now I'm so heavy. I'm so slow. I would agree with that. It's better that she types than eats the power cable. I thought Call Me Maybe was a catchy song. Am I wrong? Does everyone hate that song now? Thought it was a toe tapper. Good, you love it. Excellent. I probably could have predicted that. Hey, old gray wolf. Tuna's on board. Let's go. Good to see you, old gray wolf. Oh, the airfield's going to try to keep me here with weather. There's a fell voice on the air. It's Saruman. He's trying to bring down the mountain. This will be the death of the Hobbit? I don't think so. The coolest part of that scene is them having Legolas walking above the snow. I thought that was really neat. Like, he doesn't sink in the snow. Cure me, maybe. Thank you. He's bringing down the summit? Sorry if you missed anybody. That's fine, Grey Wolf. We all know you're here, and we're all happy to see you. We're walking very slowly because we have a giant, heavy bear hide shoved in our backpack. I probably should have waited till daytime because I can't see very well. Go into the code and load the summit. I said that. Did you hear you're leaving the region? Yes, I'm going to attempt to leave the region. It keeps sucking me back in, but I'm legit trying to leave. I want to go to Bleak Inlet. I was born in the dark, molded by it, shaped by it. You think this gives the dark power over me? You can't see anything? I might wait in the car. Sleep for 2. It'll be fine. You see dark trees? I want you guys to be able to see. There we go. We're just easing on down the road. I can see clearly now. The dark is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. This looks like the road that I've been searching for. Maybe. It might be. You had to use it twice. I do love the woodpecker sound tuna. I have lots of woodpeckers near my house. I love hearing them. They're fun to watch too. They're big. Woodpeckers are large birds, or they can be. They're very, very large birds. Time for more cross-stitch frogging. I know what that means now, because you taught me. Good progress. Yeah, the big and red, yeah. That's a good song. The whole section you tried to substitute color didn't really work well. Annie is a crocheter, or a crochetist. A teacher of crochetability. I don't know. Used to stitch, now you mainly knit. I did learn how to crochet, but I couldn't learn how to make turns. So all I could do is make really long strings of one thing. It's not really that useful. You considered making me the sweater? Oh my god, that would be insane. I respect just that you considered it. Paint by numbers, but with thread. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, buying the wool would have been super expensive, yeah. This is one of the nicest gifts anyone has ever given me. I will tell anyone who will listen about this going forward. I want to learn how to crochet because I want to turn the favor because my grandma made me a hat and scarf. Oh, devious. That's so nice. Hydrate. Hey, James. I gotcha. And thank you. You have a paint by number to do soon that Dave got you? That's cool. My skill is yarn detangling. I can detangle really, really tangled up yarn. I'm very good at it. And I find it super relaxing. I love it when Annie gives me 2 or 3 yarn balls that have been hopelessly tangled together. I'm like, awesome. Put on a Hell's Kitchen and go to town. It takes a lot of patience to detangle yarn. Because most of the tangles are not actually tangles. They're just kind of looped together. It's a lot of fun. I really legitimately like detangling yarn, and I'm really good at it. Yeah, he just cut it. Ah, the hell with it. This could take a while. So I think my plan is to go about 15 more minutes. And then I'm going to raid Cursed Dragon Ship for the launch party for Abandoned, which is the anthology that released today that I have a story in. And people who were here at the beginning of the chat have heard this, but I'm just adding this for new people. So if you guys would be willing to stick around and come on in to the launch party, I would really appreciate that. And I'm going to get interviewed there probably about 15 minutes after I show up. Greg, who many of you know, author Gregory D. Little. Where's Greg? He is also going to be there. Hey, History Teach. How are you? And Chiniglia, how are you? Gerg. Yeah, Gerg. Poor Greg. Kind of rough on that guy. He kind of deserves it, though. I would be nicer to Greg if he was a higher quality person. Where do these horrible comments come from? They're so bad. I'm ashamed. I am ashamed. Spray can was a mistake, but I'm fine. I wish Greg streamed more often. Not a nicer person, a higher quality person. Thank you, Cora, for freaking quoting it. That's good. That's good. Not since I said cougars hunt me have I been so disappointed in something I said. We are heading out of Forsaken Airfield and back into Transfer Pass, I think it's called. Hey, Burb. Okay, absolutely. Enjoy your lurk. Greg is like a 36% woolsock. I'll tell you what, since he's not here, Greg's a hell of an author. Greg is an excellent writer. And a really great guy. He's been a good friend to me for a long time. And when I started streaming, he was the only one who watched me. Greg was there before anyone else, watching me play Darkest Dungeon. You enjoyed his book on Audible. That's awesome, Teach. I'll let him know that. You should let him know that. Now to get done on Audible. Well, see, here's the problem. Making an audiobook is really, really, really expensive. And which book of his did you do Unwilling Souls on Audible? Thank you, Cora. Or the new one, The Last Humans. The Last Humans is really good. Really, really interesting premise. Yeah. I'll give you the mates rates, but it would be confusing to have my Kiwi accent. I don't understand anything that's being spoken. I don't know what's going on. I considered having Under Everest for an audio, and I think it probably would have cost me, probably conservatively US, $2,500 to $3,000. I don't have that. Like, I don't have that money. Mates rates? Yeah, I hadn't heard that. That's interesting. That's conservatively how much it would cost. It could definitely cost more than that. I don't call everyone mate, no. Friends and family discount. Yeah, I think that's what we say. Astrid, really? It's the tiniest crack in the road. I'd love to do it. Oh my gosh, how amazing would it be to hear your book in audio? That's like a dream. That's... Karu, you and I have so many different pending projects. I totally have no... You're waiting on me for something, like it's not a... It's no pressure from me. Well, I appreciate that, History Teach. Maybe someday. Maybe, maybe one more turn. Maybe Shadow Alley will put one more turn in audio. It's possible. If it does well. You're 5 chapters into Under Everest. Fun so far. I'm glad to hear that. it kind of, you know, here's the thing with Under Everest, Koro. I wrote that book almost 5 years ago. I've written almost 750,000 words since then. And I love Under Everest. I love the story. I love the characters. I love the book. But I would definitely probably write it better now than I did then. So it's kind of, sometimes I'm like, ugh. You know, it's the first book in the series, and the series gets better, in my opinion. But you can't, like, I don't know, maybe I should rewrite the first book. God, that would be so much work. I don't know. I think about it sometimes. I go back and reread it and go, I wouldn't write it that way now. I would change this. I would change that. But I feel like I can't, you know, I can't recapture that moment. The character stuff I love. I still love the character stuff. It's more the prose that I would work on. And some of the pacing. I also let my editor talk me out of putting some scenes that I think probably needed to stay in, particularly some scenes about Nima's backstory. But, you know, the work is done. I'm a big believer in the 90% theory that I learned from Dean Wesley Smith, which is when you're working on a project, try to get it to 90% of what you wanted it to be, and then just move on. Because you'll waste too much time trying to get that last 10%. That time is better spent on another project. And I think he's right. Do writers do that often? Do programs to refactor their code later if they figure out? Not really. Not often that I'm aware of, Ponkins, for the very reason I just said. It's, you know, it would probably take 2 months of my time to rewrite Under Everest. It won't sell well enough to justify that. And you definitely notice stuff that other people don't notice. That's super true. Yeah. One of the things I learned to do after Under Everest was I learned to read my book to myself out loud. Reading your work out loud, or even better, having like Microsoft Word read it to you, you catch so much stuff that you miss otherwise. Especially repeated words. You catch a lot of that. You look at your paintings, you wish you could do them again. Yeah, you know where all the skeletons are buried. You know, that's the problem with looking at your own stuff. All you see are the flaws because you fix the other parts. But the thing that I think I nailed, the thing that I am proud of, is the characters. I'm very proud of Nima. I'm proud of Drew. I'm proud of Nima and Drew's friendship because I really felt that there's not enough male-female friendships in fiction, and I really wanted to show that because it's a real thing that really happens in the real world. And I really liked the idea of this big, you know, ex-Navy veteran guy being the sidekick to the short, funky little Sherpa girl. Like, I thought that was a fun concept, and the whole book was kind of like, okay, well, why would that make sense? And there's a character in Under Everest, Wanda. I'm very happy with Wanda. There's another character, Upala, who has a much larger role later, and I'm really happy with her. I don't actually know where I'm going. Did I go the right? No, I didn't. So the character stuff I'm happy with. I think I would change some of the pacing, and I would put a few scenes back in that I took out. Here's the thing, Karu. The reason the little sister big brother thing is in there is because my early beta readers kept shipping them. No, I do not want these two to get together. Why are you doing this? So I put that in. It still didn't solve it. Some readers still shipped them afterwards. You know, shipper's gonna ship, man. That's what they're, you know, I do it too. All right, as soon as I pull into a shelter here, I'm gonna grab a save, and we're gonna go do the raid. So, yep, so the raid coming up is for, yes, exactly. That is something that was very important to me, Tuna. Every single character in those books, male or female, has motivation. They have things that they want that have nothing to do with a man or a woman or whatever. I did not know that was coined by the X-Files community. That's awesome. I guess for Mulder and Scully. I think I'm going to grab it in this truck. If we're warm in the truck. Yes, we are. Give me 1 hour, please. The original ship. Alright, beep, beep, beep. We're going to quit from here because we are saved. Just hang on, make sure we did save. Yes, okay. Alright, confirm. Yes. Go to chat. Go to here. Alright, that is going to do it for this stream, but please don't go anywhere because we are about to raid Cursed Dragon Ship Publishing for the launch party for the book I am in. The book, my very first ever paid sale is this book, Abandoned, Anthology of Vacant Spaces. We're going to go raid Cursed Dragon Ship Publishing right now. I would love it if you guys would stick around. Thank you so much for the gifts, Koru, Tuna, Burb. I truly don't know what to say. You guys are all amazing, all of you. I appreciate you so much. I'm so lucky to have you guys. I really, really mean that. So if you would stick with me with the raid, I will forever appreciate it. If you just hang out, give some pulsing heads, show these guys some love. They are amazing. This book is 50% of the profits from this book go to charity, so it really will help a lot of people out. So we're going to do this right now, and as soon as I find them on the tool. First dragon. All right, hang on. Let me make sure they're actually online. They have been having technical issues, or they were last night. Let me see if they are there. Twitch. If not, I'll just vamp. They do not appear to be online at the moment. Let me look here. No, in fact, they're hosting me, which is funny. No, in fact, they're hosting me. Wee! All right, that's great. So I guess I'll just hang out here, and I muted that, so hopefully you're not hearing that. And we'll just chat, man. We'll just hang out. So we'll hang here and wait for them to get ready. Let me go into the Discord quick on their Discord. And let's see, announcements. Where's common room? Let's see that. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe I could DM somebody. Where's Greg? No, Greg's not online. All right, we'll see what's going on with them. Is that pulsing head really me? This is a good question. Yes, the pulsing head is really me, Grey Wolf. So here's the story behind that. There is a big convention called Dragon Con that my publishing company goes to. And so most of them went. I was not able to go. So they printed out, they did not ask me, but they printed out a picture of my head and they made it a size about this big and on a stick. And then they brought it with them to Dragon Con, and they called it Dragon Con Dave. And they had various people take pictures with it and sign it. There's a hashtag, Dragon Con Dave. If you search for that, you could probably see some of these pictures. And then I told the chat about it. And the chat was like, oh, history teacher in particular started demanding an emote of the head. So I said, all right, finally I acquiesced. And I said, okay, you'll get the emote of the head. But you know what? I'm going to make it like pulse. So it's so obnoxious they won't use it. And I don't know why I thought the pulsing obnoxiousness would keep them from using it. Instead, it only added to its appeal, and thus the legend of the pulsing head was born. I pretend to hate it more than I do. I don't love it because it is my own face pulsing at me, but I do very much appreciate the sentiment behind it. So that's the story of the pulsing head. I will not get rid of it. And the goal, Devious and History Teacher and Burb and Koru and Abby and some of the others want to post the emote 10,000 times in 1 month. And if they do, I've agreed to give them a sticker of the head that they can, I guess, buy. I haven't thought this part through. We hope to have Dave's actual. So Zafo, I'm standing by. I don't see you guys online yet. Are you in technical hell, or is it not at 8 o'clock? Did I have the time wrong? Is it at 9 o'clock? I might have had the time wrong. What if I have the time wrong? That would be funny. Oh, 8 p.m. Central? What? All right, guys. Well, let's go back to the long dark then. No problem. No problem. Yeah, Dunmentia strikes again. Absolutely. Let's go to gameplay. Hey, guess what? We get to do
Getting a bit
more
thirsty.
TLD. Sure. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Okay, so we continue on then. I don't know which way I came from. Is it this way? We'll find it. So anyway, I'm happy to answer more questions, though. Thank you for that question. So does the bot automatically count the heads? I guess it does. I do handsome to be that smart. Well, thank you, Romera. I appreciate that. Let's go the long dark. Central. No one uses Central. I know, seriously. Who's keeping track? Yes, the Twitch does give me a count of how many of my emotes have been used. So I will know if it got used. It gives me a report at the end of the month. So I'll know how many of this, how many of that. And every month, the pulsing head emote is by miles the most used one. Like, there it is. And I see it in other chats now sometimes, which is really funny. Like, it's spreading. It's not as popular as Koru's brilliant emotes. Her wave emote, I think, is the default wave emote for the community now. Like cancer would spread to other chats. Something like that. Well, we got back here faster than I thought we would. TBH. I'd explore this zone, but I kind of think we already have. I think we already know everything there is to know about this. Transfer pass, I think it is. I will pull into the train station here, though. If I can find it. Where is this thing? It's over here. Good conversation shortens the trip. And pulsing heads. Yeah, absolutely. I like that little combo that you do there, Pumpkins. That's funny. It's like it's pooping out the Megatorch. Alright, close the door. We're not heating the outside. This door doesn't auto-close? What happens if I open the other door? Can I back out of this door? No, back out. Astrid, back out. Aha! I saw that. So do they auto-close if the game detects you leaving? Yes. Okay. Do you stay open if I just go into another room? First off, can I get cross vent? Yes, I can get cross ventilation. All right. Now, what if I go into another room and I shut the door and I come back? Aha! This one shut. Why? Was it because of the distance? It might be. Or was it because of time? What if I just stand here and wait? No. Okay, so it's definitely distance. Which is what we proved in the little house on the other zone. Okay. Well, that was a good use of my time. That was important. A watch door never closes. That's right. If it was time, the other one would have closed. This is good. Good point. Yes, that's true. Fair enough. Do I need anything here? Do I need to stay here? I don't think so. I think we can. We can always stay in the little room in the tunnel if we get tired. A watch done never lets clothing get below 90%. That's for sure. So my wife is looking at the turtleneck, mock turtleneck things that are false turtlenecks or whatever you call them, that Tuna posted. She's looking at them now. I'm looking for cat tails. Looking for cat tails. I don't know the rest of that song. Basically the only part I know. So Koru, what kind of songs are you going to do on the country stream? When is your country music stream? And can you give us just a hint, just a tidbit, like maybe a tease, like, oh, I'm going to do a Tanya Tucker song, but you don't know which one. You ordered the Deploy the Tease mug for Christmas. Aww. Cryo will be so happy I have yet another mug. You can never have too many mugs. That's so sweet, Tuna. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. I think we need to make a done cloth mug. We need to figure out something to put on for that. You're doing most of the requests. You're gonna buy a Deploy the Tease mug, Devious? Do you drink tea? It works for coffee. Taylor, Reva, Loretta Lynn, Shania, Winona. Cloth. Please, mother. I require the cloth. Hot chocolate works too. Chicks. Martina, Patsy, nice. What about, oh gosh. Oh, now I can't remember her name. I take my chances. I feel lucky. Oh, a Mary Chapin Carpenter. Cloth 22, HQ 22. I like that. I should have put Mary Chapin Carpenter in there. There's some Indigo Girls. Early Indigo Girls was very country. Which Mary Chapin Carpenter song? Stones in the Road is good. I Take My Chances is good. I like that one. The Hard Way, though, that's probably my favorite of hers. But there's a song called if I had thought about this, I would have requested specifically a different song, which is The Good Fight. I gotta go look up who does it. It's fairly recent, but it's a beautiful song. I'd have to look it up. I don't know that much popular country. Mega torch activate. These tunnels are so dark that the torches don't even do that much in them. Laurie McKenna, that might be it. I know the song more than I know the singer, but I think that's right. That song really spoke to me about marriage and how marriages work, and how, you know, particularly. Yep, that's the one. That's a beautiful song. I love that song. And how, you know, the way I interpreted it was learning how to work together as you grow older. You know, I've been married more than 30 years, and we've gone through some very difficult things, and those difficult things do affect you. And, you know, learning how to work with the changes that each of you are going through, and learning how to, you know, deal with, you know, the ups and downs of life, and kids growing up, and kids moving out, and suddenly you're alone, and suddenly you're older than you used to be, and all of that. That, you know, the point of the song is that that's the good fight that you have to fight. You know, it is hard, you know. It's worth it because it isn't easy. And maybe it is easy for some people, I don't know. But, you know, we've had to work really hard at what we have. And I'm proud that we have done that work. And that song really helped me kind of contextualize that well. I don't know if that's what the song is supposed to say, but it's what it said to me.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
And now Astrid's going to talk about eating trees. Way to ruin the moment, Astrid. That's a great quote, Tuna. That is a great quote. The hard is what makes it great. Yeah. You know, the good things in life, for the most part, are not easy. And you do have to work at them. And continue to work at them. TV and movies and stuff, they make all this stuff look easy, but I don't think it is. But especially with the onset of social media, I think it really puts people in a position where they feel like if their life has problems, they're doing something wrong. If their relationship has problems, they're doing something wrong. And that isn't, that's just, you're human, you know? I agree with you, Teach. This zone is beautifully done. I do think there's a wolf around here somewhere. Really tall stump.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
We're doing good, Burb. It turns out I had the time wrong. So, thing doesn't start till 9. No one is surprised by this. No one is surprised by this. I thought you were around here. Hey, dude. Tell you what. I don't want to waste my arrow. He's gonna bork again because this is such a narrow area. Hi, Annie. Annie is weak. Alright, see you later, dude. She loves waving. That's great. That means she's got a friendly personality. And typing. Good too. Do I hear him running around behind me? I hear something. Oh, wow, he's way over there. Jeez. They don't usually run that far from being scared. Maybe he saw a rabbit? Oh, here he comes. I thought about it again. Oh my god, dude. You're gonna make us do this again. Well, he's like clipping through the bridge. I got a bad feeling about this guy. Steely Chasm. Where'd he go? Oh, jeez. Bye. No, don't. What are you doing, dude? He's gonna un-aggro, or he's gonna unscare at the wrong moment. Yup. What's this? Okay, are we done with you? I'm done with you. You can have my torch, dude.
I think I need to lie down.
I saw that. I saw that, the flying bear. The same fire that did, yes. Oh no, it's the same fire I just saw. So scary. Oh, we're out of water. Well, he can't follow me under here because he can't crouch. Apparently I didn't need to crouch either. We still have a little ways to go here. We're getting pretty sleepy. Pretty hungry. Boy, that old meat pile would be useful right about now. Glad I left that behind. Didn't need that extra weight. Well drank, yep, that's... We don't have it. We don't have the liquid. Is there a cave in here? I think there might be. Yeah, let's go check it out. Now, there's not a single transition area that has a bear, right? I may not have found this cave before. Oh, it's just a nooch. It's not even really a cave. It might be a cave. Nah, it's a cave. Oh, whoa. What? It's a loading cave? Oh, it's the plate layer shortcut, Durhay. Darn it. I got all excited. I thought I'd found something new. Do this to make some water. Yeah, not until today.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Durhay. Yep, done mentia. Pomegranate brain. I have one. Let's go with the water. Well fed.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
What? 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 He shot a doe and the arrow went through his head and embedded itself in the snow. Oh, wow. Clipped right through him, huh?
I need to find something to
Interesting.
drink.
Yes, Astrid, we're working on it. Astrid, if
That
you would
didn't
successfully light a fire, you would have water. You are part of this problem.
Come on, little fire.
This is going to be a weird YouTube to edit. There's a lot of be right backs in it. I usually edit those
Perfect.
out. Or I try to. How long on this? Shut up. Get torches. Drink. That sucks. That's borderline. There we go. That's a torch worthy of the name done. I'd pick up coal, but I'm already so heavy. I don't know. Maybe I should sleep first. Now that I think about it, I think I should. Let's do that. The old bare bedroll. The bare necessities. We might be able to make a mega torch. I don't know if I have any oil with me. Time is it? What sucks is it's going to be nighttime by the time we wake up. It is too hot in your house. I am not looking forward to heat again. The Empress, nice. Is that the Tower Climber show? Or movie? Oh, we can go 10. Somebody save me. Somebody get me AC. It's not the Tower Climber. Okay. I'm wrong. Can you mega torch? You can. Then we'll do it. Do it. Do it now. Make the mega torch. You craft it. Craft it with the torch. And then you take the fire and you light the torch with the fire. It's a mega torch. It's very big. The big match. You can nail the snow.
Can you move trees? 'Cause
What was that?
I'm gonna eat a tree.
That was weird. German show about an unlikely choice for the new empress of the Austrian Empire. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we don't have much snow here. No coal respawn in this cave unless... Alright, there we go. I was gonna say, what the hell? I was ready to be outraged. Small blizzard last night, that's cool. There's no wolf in this section, so I should be fine. I would like to grab some cattails if there are some left to grab. It might make sense to wait for daytime so that I can do that. I think I'm into that idea. Just grab a couple winks right here. Couple Zeds. Grab some Zeds. I'm gonna have to eat cattails in order to wait, though. Enjoy those Zeds. I saw someone ask once, what do kids say at the end of the ABC song? But it would be the same anyway, because it's now I know my ABCs next time won't you sing with me. There's no Z in there. W, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. How does it work before? L, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Okay, it does land with kind of a thud there. Y, Z, or Z. Well, that's kind of weird. Yeah. You immediately went to sing the song same as me. Like, wait, how does this go? And the ABC song has the exact same harmony music as another song. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It has the same thing. Oh, well, there were no cattails, so that was a waste of time. A with a circle, A with 2 dots, and O with 2 dots. I believe the 2 dots is an umlaut. I might be wrong about that. I don't know what the circle is. Might be an umlaut. Oh, Baba Black Sheep. Have you any bone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I guess, yeah. I'm not sure all of Baba Black Sheep follows that model. Astra, did you... What the hell is wrong with you? Baba is a variation. I get it. I've told you this before, but I knew a waitress when I was a kid. My first job was working as a dishwasher. And this waitress used to tell me about how when she was a kid, she was afraid of the song The Farmer in the Dell because of the line, "The cheese stands alone," and how ominous that was. Like the song would scare her. Something about that has just always been funny to me. The cheese stands above. She was a very, very funny woman.
All I can think about is food.
Well, think about something else. Then you won't be thinking about food. Cheese will get you. That's the room. We've been in. She has a point. Unready to embrace his tomb, willing to die. Then you guys have that weird cheese thing that you do. Father, may I have more cheese? And you make all the letters look weird. I find that very funny. It's so evil appearing. She was really funny. I was like 16 when I was doing that job. She was probably in her late 30s. But we had a very similar senses of humor, so I really used to enjoy working with her. Yeah, that thing. That weirdness. Exactly, Father. I crave cheddar. Why is it like that? And why does it seem evil? You know what I picture? I picture the baby from Darkest Dungeon when you guys do that. Darkest Dungeon 2. I don't know if you saw the baby, Devious. If you've seen the baby, you will never forget having seen the baby. The scary baby in Phasmo, the one that I heard go meh. That was a very scary baby. You ran right out of the room after hearing that noise that you had no idea where it came from. Such a good clip. It's so funny. So Coro and I are doing Phasmo, and she goes into the house. I'm already in there, and she makes some kind of weird noise, and she does. Coro makes it, and then I go, "Was that a baby?" And so she decides that I've heard a baby weird noise and goes running out of the building when she's the one who made the noise. Goes, no, no, and she runs out. Oh, because you remembered Snoozy having a creepy baby. Now, can we go down here now? Can we, like, goat down this? Are you gonna not let me do this? We are not letting you do this, Dave. What are you doing, Dave? I'm afraid I can't do that. I have been told that so many times in my life. What are you doing, Dave? Sorry, Dave, I can't do that. I can't open the pod bay doors for you, Dave. Yes, it's hilarious. Ha ha ha. I like what he says. Why don't you take a stress pill and think it over? Now, I so badly want to test this hitbox, but I'm not going to.
I need something to eat.
Oh, the well-fed expired. Oh my gosh. That well-fed lasted for, good grief, at least 50 days. How sad. Rip the well-fed,
I'm not going to be
absolutely.
able to carry this load for much longer.
You actually can. Carry, and it didn't need to die. Someone was supposed to warn me. Someone was supposed to say, "Hey, Strimmer." That's okay. Time is it? 8:44. Blame falls on Devious, or the cheese stands alone. We probably should get borked here. I don't think I've ever approached this workshop and not got a wolf. There we go. Am I stinky? No. He's coming towards me though. Like he's definitely... He's intrigued. What's up, dude? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, look at this. Whoops. Okay. Come on. I missed. Ooh, he didn't like. Whoa, interesting. That's a way to go, I guess. We'll call that one a draw. You're having too much fun in your own game. Priorities, Devious. I respect the priorities. We gonna get borked again? Possibly not. Now, when I was here last, all I did was go into the little workshop and then leave. So I never went to the cabin in the back. I never explored anything else in the zone. So there should be some good stuff here. I'm tempted to not renew this, like not bring out my next torch. See if I can get in there without it. I don't see anybody else. There's a whole nother bear here we can kill. Gotta go into lurk mode, take Will for a swim. We lost a bleeding bear last night, we want our arrows back. Totally understand. Thank you for the lurk, Pond Kids. It's always great to have you here. Did I check these flaps? Yes. Alright, speaking of lurks, I'm going to take my final be right back. Now I am back. Now I am back. There we go. There we go. And we got, I don't know, we got about 10 more minutes. Let's see if we can get up to that little cabin. Time of day? Yeah. We'll have to deal with a few wolves on the way. Pretty sure I looted everything in here. Well, this isn't open. Yeah, I didn't. Checked that. Final stitch has been ripped. The frog is gone.
I think I can use this.
Useless. More ammo, but will you ever give me a gun? Also, I'm stuck on this table. Yeah, I checked up.
Perfect.
Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good, huh? He's raw, though. Let's cook him up. I don't know. Do I want to cook him up, or do I want to get... I think I want to get to the thing. We'll just leave him on the floor. Moldy fish. How tasty. She's so heavy. She's super heavy. Yeah. Definitely gonna need it. She's not heavy, she's my brother. Watch for the bear. Oh, we said the same thing. Oh, it's funny and kind of sad at the same time. It's sad only because if we have the same brain, then I know a lot of the other problems you deal with, and I feel bad for you. Don't see the bear. Okay, so you can howl. That don't impress me much. So my plan is to get us up to the little cabin and then check to see if Chris Dragon Ship is online, and then we will raidify. I appreciate all of you who have hung out this long. I hear a lot of crows. Are they flying or are they circling something? I think they're flying. Any carcasses should be long since dead. They're definitely circling something. Maybe the wolves killed the bear. How cool would it be if the wolves could fight the bear? Alright, she's moving kind of slow. Now, if the moose is up by the cabin, I really don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not sure I have a plan. I'm also worried I didn't bring my... Okay, I did. My bedroll. Like, you can't drive the moose. Wait, if you shoot the moose, he will run away sometimes, won't he? Gun. Don't have one. Oh, I have the flare gun. I forgot. For flare fun. I forgot I had that. A good point. I think I have one shot. Maybe that's all I need. It's my moment. I own it. I think I was doing Eminem. I think you're doing Ammo. Or maybe we were on the same page. I saw New Zealand in the news today, Coro. It was in the front page of Reddit, one of the top posts about New Zealand's new smoking rule. They went live? Okay, great. As soon as I pull into the cabin. Thank you, Teach. I appreciate that. Coming up on it now. And coming up on a wolf. He's running scared. Why is he running scared? Or, what are you doing, dude? The moose is there.
Man, I could use
Okay, we'll just go around this way. Our torch died. Go to flare. It's an interesting idea. I think it's very interesting. I don't smoke, so it doesn't affect me. Ah, great. We got all kinds of wildlife going on over here. Nope, not yet, Astrid. Jump the gun. Should be able to just shoot it, right? Oh, he saw that. No, I missed. Damn it. Okay, give me that. Are they live on pre-show or I'll check that. I'll take that. Thank you very much. This stinky level 0. I would think I'd be 0 stinky when carrying a bloody rabbit carcass around. But whatever. Okay, thanks, CJ. We'll check in a minute. I have arrived. Maple syrup. Probably 0% at this point. Yup. Because I'd been in this zone weeks ago.
Oh, lucky day.
77% crackers. That's impressive. Okay, I just want to quickly check for a gun. Super fast check for a gun. Let's drop the bear pelt immediately. Oh, we're carrying the wolf pelts too? No wonder we were so heavy. Why did I bring the wolf pelts with me? Just a visual sweep. Saw some peaches, those are probably ruined. Saw soda, still drinkable. No gun. I don't know the places the gun might hide. Gun? Gun? You okay, buddy? Gun. Ah, shit. No gun. Damn it. But I want it. This game just does not want DH gun to happen. I don't understand. We'll have to search more inclusively next time. Whoops. Alright. Let's drop the bedroll. Give me an hour. Grab the save. The save has been grabbed. We quit. We quit. We chat. Hey, we're back. Let's check on Curse Dragon Ship. They are live, so we're gonna go raid Curse Dragon Ship Publishing right now, guys. You are amazing. I can't say enough. You guys blew me away tonight. Thank you so much. If you guys would stay with the raid, I would appreciate it. This is the launch party for the book that I am in, so if you could come check it out, I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.